In this video, I'm going to be showing you a scalping session or price action trader. The structure that we have on our chart right now is indicating a trend range because we have flat EMA. There is no clear strong trend in either direction. So what I have to do, I have to stick to shorter than tighter channels. As you can see, I'm following the trend line rule on a chart, trying to predict reversals and how strong the trends are going to be. As of right now, the bias is almost non-existent, so this is clearly a trend range. But we have small trend range in the middle of main one. So this is really right now sideways, no bias. So I have to be particularly careful here and wait for price action to offer me something super clear. Right, traders, I'm recording the video as I'm going to attempt to take the second entry short double top after uptrends played out, because I'm playing the trend range rules and all channels played out. Let me measure. And the scalp was already reached, so I have to cancel the order because scalp was reached. But this was a new low, first attempt to sell, break new high indicating bearish depletion, second attempt to sell, right at the resistance, EMA flattened indicating small trend range, and market will pivot upon reaching this extreme second entry short. But as you can see, we didn't get filled. First decent setup to start the day with. It would have been ideal had we ticked above this bar. Either way, decent attempt to short, playing the range rules while the trendline rules played out. We have possible bullish long setup here, but I'm not buying because this move down is so steep. Looks like a one leg working lower. We may test the main low of the day. I want to see broad breaks, pushes to new extreme, and this was such a steep one-legged push down that I'm not really fitting the breakout. It's getting a little bit unclear because we're between the small trend range close to the main one. So I want only clear things. Maybe push above EMA and a high low for a second entry short. I was looking for a valid second entry short reversal pattern above EMA and the support, but you can see a trigger above bearish bar, which I cannot go along above bearish bar. And double bar entry looked quite ugly as well, so it didn't form clean. So it's a shame because it makes sense. Fell breakout, new low, first entry short, second entry short failure. Back at the support in the trend range, just form bad. We didn't fully reach the resistance coming from the failed breakout on this bullish push. There is empty room. For this reason, I'm drawing slightly wider downtrend, expecting a little bit stronger bearish push, because why we didn't reach the resistance here, a little bit empty room. So you can see also the support is not as static as I would like. So the trend range is not really that consistent as I would like. So I expect a little bit bearish push to the downside. Alright traders, I came back from my break. I took a break a little bit earlier because the market is very slow. Nothing is much happening. Definitely one of the slowest days we've had this year. So it just gets really tiring. Now we have a spike in the channel working hard. I was really hoping we get some nice second entry long at the EMA, but we're already breaking and creating some significant push. We'll see how the price action forms. But extremely slow day, nothing we can do but adapt. This is part of trading. And sometimes it is fast, sometimes it is slow. So today the market is much slower. Our uptrend played out with the break, moved to a new extreme. I also, as you can see, extended this key level a little bit to indicate a little bit wider trend range. So break a new high, push below EMA. I decided to widen the channel because we pushed back above EMA and we never truly broke below EMA here. But because this downtrend doesn't fully have a new extreme, I cannot take a high low just yet. So another area where I have to wait because high low is safe when it confirms something and when the downtrend has a new extreme. Now this is just one leg down. This was a third entry long, so there's just no good setup for me to take here. I'm considering a lower high confirmation setup of the second entry short. It would look something like this. Let's see if there's going to be the pullback. There's going to be probably the last chance because the market is about to close soon and I cannot really push it too far. What an uneventful day this was. I ended up taking no trades today. I know you like to see me trading these live sessions, showing trade examples, but I simply cannot take a subpar setup that I don't trust it follows the rules just for the sake of creating a video. So no setups for me today. The price action was all over the place. It was very hard to find a good established key entry point. And if we're going to combine it with the fact how slow it was today, extremely very slow, one of the hardest days we've had in quite a long time. So this is all normal. Part of trading, not every single day is going to be exactly as you want. Some days going to be easy, some days going to be hard. And just like any endeavor in life, you need to accept this reality. You need to have the right mindset and have the right expectations, because just like any other endeavor in life, let's say you're a professional athlete and you want to go outside, you want to practice for your sport. Well, sometimes the weather is going to be so bad, it's going to be raining outside. You cannot practice, you cannot train no matter how much you want. You have to go back and be locked in your house. If you're a contractor and you want to finish a project, finish your house, maybe you're waiting for the last stamp of approval from the government to finish the paperwork. And no matter how much you want to finish the project, you just can't, because you're waiting for the confirmation from the government. So any other endeavor in life, there's going to be roadblocks, and not every single day you just can get the job done as you wish. And trading is exactly the same. And if you accept this reality and you have the right expectations, it can help you to accept this, and you may not be as frustrated as you would be otherwise. Although I will admit, I definitely got a little bit frustrated today, especially towards the close, because I was really hoping you get some nice setup, but simply didn't form. I marked a few potential setups in hindsight. You can see this was the key level that ended up being established, but it was also a little bit hard to trust it, because this is no important key level. This is no significant key level that was confirmed many times. So not easy structure to trade overall, very slow. But remember, you have to take a setup when you expect the setup to form beforehand. And your gut feeling after a few months of trading is developed fairly substantially, and you know deep down that you may be forcing a setup and you're taking the setup that doesn't really fit the rules. Maybe you're taking the setup out of boredom, and deep down you know that you're breaking the rules. So when you catch yourself feeling like this, and when you know that you're identifying this state of mind you're in, you always need to step back, go back to reality, be objective, and not trying to take a setup out of boredom just because you just want to take a setup. Because just like we explained, in any other endeavor in life, not every single day you may get the job done. Okay, it is rare to not get a good setup, because most days there's going to be at least few easy high probability setups. But in case you miss few, there can be a scenario where the rest of the day is just going to be slow and may not offer any setup. So this is something you need to be prepared for, so it doesn't get you frustrated in the future. That's all part of trading. It sounds like a no-brainer, but when you're going to be trading, especially if you're a developing trader, your brain will try to force you into taking bad setups, will try to take a setup even though you know you're supposed to be patient. So you need to really vocalize this, you need to write it down, say it out loud to make sure you're not really going to take any impulsive setups. So once again, if you keep changing your biases back and forth, if you're not really sure, that's a good sign that you need to be a little bit more patient, and you're not really supposed to be forcing the setup because you want to take a setup that's going to confirm the key entry point and your analysis. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.